Edina's 28th Annual 4th of July Parade, brought to you by the Edina Community Foundation and the City of Edina. I'm Dietrich Nissen.
And I'm Shelley Loberg of Explore Edina and the Edina Chamber of Commerce, proud sponsors of this broadcast.
Well, it's a rainy day, Shelley, but
here we are.
Yeah, here we are. What a great time to have community surround us, right? What do you think of all these people being here today?
I love it. The spirit of 4th of July is really heartfelt, and I think is all about community, and that's really reflected in our city's festivities here today.
1000%, yes. Well, and kicking off the parade today, we've got Edina's public safety team. And the fun fact, there are just 3 police departments with motorcycle patrols here in Edina, or here in the state: Egan, the University of Minnesota, and Edina. But coming right behind them and right behind us are members of the Edina Fire Department. Participating in the parade this year, we've got Fire Chief Andrew Slama, his wife Hillary, their kids among the families. And as you can see, we have some of the big pieces here, including an ambulance, but also the rescue trucks, Tower 90, Engine 83, Medic 4, and Utility 1. And then, right behind them, it looks like they've got a dog here in the parade today.
They do. I think she was an official escort.
I think she was, yeah. Do you think, and I just saw that the police department welcomed a couple dogs as well. I don't know. They
did. So they have her name is Lou.
Oh.
She is a terrier and poodle mix. She's black. She's super adorable. And she's going to be like a mental therapy dog.
Oh, neat. That's super cool. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, and as we're waiting here for some of the folks to come, encourage you to come out and join us for the fireworks tonight. Hopefully they're still going on. I don't know if
Yes, and the band will start playing at 8:30, I believe. The John Phillips Sousa Band.
Yeah.
And I know we're having some food trucks in Roslyn Park, so you don't even have to eat before you come. You can just come on over to the park and get some great eats before the fireworks start.
Sounds perfect. Yeah. And right there, you're seeing the boat go by. That's named the Ruth Ann. It's after the longest-serving member of Edina's fire department, Ruth Schmall.
That's amazing. I see a Edina Community Foundation banner. They are the organizers of our parade.
A big thank you to the Edina Community Foundation for everything you do in our city.
Coming up, we have the Carver County Mounted Posse, established in 1965. The Carver County Sheriff's Office Mounted Posse is a volunteer organization with approximately 25 members who assist the Sheriff's Office with security, crowd control, search and rescue operations, community relations, and outreach activities. We seem to be lucky so far.
Yeah, so far.
The rain's not too bad.
Away. That's right. And right behind them is the Metro Marines Honor Guard, holding the flags high. So the Metro Marines is a local organization that serves Marines both from the past and in the present. A very awesome group. If you've served in the Marines, thank you very much. And please reach out to the Metro Marines. It's always good to build community here locally after coming home.
Once a Marine, always a Marine.
That's right. Semper Fi. You're hearing them right now. This year, they're a special guest from Scott Air Force Base in Illinois. This is the Band of Mid-America, which has a long history of entertaining the American public and promoting esprit de corps within the military. The unit strives to inspire hearts and minds of men and women serving around the world to tell the Air Force's story through the universal language of music.
The city of Edina honors veterans during each and every Independence Day parade. And coming up, we have our honored U.S. veterans marching. Please stand, wave, or salute our veterans as they pass by. We are exceptionally honored to have men and women who've served in conflicts during World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and Operation Freedom in Iraq and Afghanistan. We have men and women from all branches of the military.
I love seeing the old vehicle, Shelley.
I do too.
Right?
Very vintage.
So vintage. It takes a lot of work to maintain and upkeep those vehicles.
Absolutely.
I'm sure.
Lots of love and care.
Have you ever got to ride in one of those?
I have not. Have you?
Not here certainly, but no, in the past I've gotten to look at them close, but I've always wanted to sit on one and just wave to the crowd and have fun.
Yeah.
I'm not a veteran though.
Maybe do a little off-roading in one of those Jeeps.
That's right, yeah.
Looks like we have the Red Bull Historic Vehicle Association coming up, and these members age and range from 19 to 93, and their vehicles range from military mules to HMMVs, and interests range from World War II reenacting to static vehicle displays at the World of Wheels, from convoys to honoring our country's veterans. The Red Bulls are an affiliate of the Military Vehicle Preservation Association, which has approximately 150 members, primarily in Minnesota and western Wisconsin.
So right behind them, it's Edina's one of the biggest sponsors, a presenting sponsor that, Shelley, you're familiar with.
Yes,
Explore
very.
Edina. So Explore Edina is the proud visitors bureau of our community, generating positive brand awareness for Edina. What's really great about Explore Edina, though, is it's a resource for locals and visitors alike, and it'll tell you where to stay, shop, eat, play, and be entertained. So thank you, Shelley, for
My
leading
pleasure. And right behind Explore Edina is Crown Bank, another sponsor of the 4th of July festivities. They specialize in private banking, financial services, and commercial banking. Crown Bank is located in the Southdale Office Center.
Well, and marching right behind them is the Minnesota Pipes and Drums, a nationally recognized competition in performance bagpipe and drum corps based right here in Minneapolis. Established in 1963, the band performs throughout the year at parades, concerts, and global competitions. And one of the cool things is they offer lessons on piping and drumming. I'm going to be quiet here so you can listen.
Very cool. And coming up, we have Edina Mayor Jim Hovland, Edina's longest-serving mayor, in fact, and he is riding with his wife, Lorraine, in Tom Olson's vintage Cadillac, a 1962 Eldorado Barritz. It was originally purchased by the city of Oklahoma City as a parade car. And note that driver Tom likes to wear a polo matching his lilac Cadillac.
That's an awesome ride.
That is a beautiful color.
Right behind them is the Edina Asian American Alliance, a grassroots coalition of parents, students, and community members allied in deep commitment to our Asian and Asian American youth in Edina Public Schools and the broader Edina community. EAAA is affiliated with the Coalition of Asian American Leaders to best partner and support school district administration.
And right behind that, we have the Edina Arts and Culture Commission. And they strive to build a vibrant community through the support of arts and culture, and they advise the community, the City Council, on artistic initiatives in Edina, including the Edina Art Center, the Edina Art Grant Program, and the utility box art wraps that you see all around our city.
I love those wraps.
I do too.
I hope somebody's gone around and took photos of each one just to have a record so people can see how awesome
You know what? They're
they
just a nice thing to look out your window and see when you drive by. Just a pop of color in the community.
That's right. And coming up behind them, Edina Magazine celebrates its 20th anniversary this year. And they're celebrating by being part of the parade. So it's feature-rich, stylish. Edina Magazine really emphasizes the best of our community. And with insider information and engaging articles about local dining, shopping, and leisure activities, this monthly publication really highlights local residents with stories to tell. The magazine's coverage is fresh, friendly, with a commitment to living in and enjoying the Edina community.
Right behind Edina Magazine, we have Edina Public Schools Superintendent Stacy Stanley and Anne Marie Leland, our Director of Community Education and Strategic Partnerships, walking in front of a decorated school bus with student members of the Superintendent's Student Leadership Teams. The Superintendent's Student Leadership Teams are made up of students from Valley View and Southview Middle Schools and Edina High Schools, and the students meet with Dr. Stanley quarterly to share perspectives on different ways to support the academic and social emotional needs of all of our learners here in our community.
Well, and it's so wonderful to have a strong community that supports the school district. I mean,
Absolutely.
Good schools, lots of activities to partake in, and always thinking forward about what the next thing is that our kids need to be prepared for when they enter the workforce.
Absolutely, and I think Edina students do really come out of the public school here ready for that next step in their lives, and they're well prepared. It's pretty hard to argue.
It sure is. And then you can kind of hear them, and there they go on screen. The Edina Middle School and Alumni Marching Band is proud to present Edina bands through the years. The directors of this band are Geneva Fitzsimmons and Melody Snyder. I want to be quiet here so we can listen in.
Gotta love those beats. The Edina Football Association. Join the Edina Football Association for youth football and be part of its vision to instill core values of respect, sportsmanship, work ethic, and football excellence by empowering young athletes to become positive role models within the community. I love that. I think sports do a lot of great character building for kids.
And that's really it, right? A lot of these different organizations here in Edina are awesome at building good people with strong work ethic.
Exactly.
And right behind them, the Edina Swim Club is going to be here in just a moment. But look at those guys.
Still got the football
Still
players.
got the football players. Yeah.
I love that float.
That's an awesome float.
It is.
I wonder
really
if they're going
cool.
to stop and try to kick a football through it. What do you
I think
do it?
I think that might be entertaining.
All right, there's the swim club. The Edina Swim Club is a youth swim club with over 300 members, ranging from ages 6 to 18. And then there's a master's program for those between the ages of 18 and 99. Swimmers participate in competitions all over the country and, of course, here locally.
You know, those swimmers, they train hard.
Oh, they do. Well, and, rightfully so. We have a lot of lakes to swim in. And
We do.
You got to learn how to swim, right?
That's true. Do you like to swim? It's not actually my favorite thing.
No kidding.
Really?
Oh, yeah, actually, I wake up every day at 5 a.m. and I go to the Southdale YMCA and
You
I go
do?
swimming with my dad. So,
Oh, that's amazing. It's great fitness routine. We have M Health Fairview, great community partner coming up, and another one of our 4th of July sponsors. M Health Fairview Southdale Hospital is an acute care hospital providing medical care for the southwest suburbs. Fairview Southdale employs more than 2,000 people and supports the work of many philanthropic and community groups throughout Edina. I know we're really lucky to have them in our community.
super lucky. Yep.
Actually, both of my sons were born here in Edina at Southdale.
My older daughter was too, so
Awesome.
great place. All right, you can hear them coming up. The Tin Cup Steel Drum Ensemble, presented by Chops Incorporated. They perform in area parades and events during the summer months, offering performance opportunities for all interested area musicians. Now, Tin Cups is the premier parade steel drum band in the Midwest, and you can already tell they're fun, energetic.
I love
Let's
it.
listen in.
And right behind the Tin Cup Steel Drums, we have our new Kowalski's Edina Market, and they opened last month at Southdale Center. The grocer sponsored a dinner for our veterans last night, so a special thank you to Kowalski's for helping us honor our military veterans. Have you been to their new store yet? It is amazing.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah,
Beautiful.
It's fantastic. Great design. Great design. Well, the next group you're not a stranger to, Shelly.
Sure am not.
So the Rotary Club of Edina is Edina's largest service organization. It is represented today by new president Paul Peterson. And Paul isn't quite on there yet, but Rotary's mission is to serve the community, but the mission of Rotary is service above self. Doing things for others, and Shelley, you could absolutely speak to that, being a former president.
Yes, I am the past president of the Rotary Club of Edina. Very proud to be part of this great organization that really has a tremendous impact on lives, both locally here in our metro area and all across the globe. Our club has really been part of a lot of amazing projects in Guatemala, Zimbabwe, India. And I've been on a couple of these service trips, and you get outside of the United States and see how some communities are living without clean water and sanitation, and so it's pretty impactful.
Really develops a global mindset for how we see our communities, right?
Yes. We have the Minnesota Superheroes United sprinkled in with the Rotarians, and they are the crowd-pleasing group. This group of superhero and villain character costumers appear at charity events, PR events, parades, conventions, and more in the Twin Cities, and they are sponsored by the Rotary Club of Edina.
Let's see, who do we have? Oh, we have Spider-Man.
I see Superman.
And Spider-Woman, yeah. Who else is there?
You can see how this would be a really fun, engaging addition to especially maybe a children's focused charity event.
Yeah, 1,000%. So one of the greatest responsibilities I believe we have as Americans is to vote, and the group that's walking right now, the League of Women Voters, is a nonpartisan organization that works to grow, empower, and protect that vote to make sure our democracy works for all. President Colleen Feige and other members are walking with their banners and signs today.
Awesome. And we have Chick-fil-A, home of the original chicken sandwich and serving smiles since 2013. Also a generous sponsor of last night's Veterans Dinner. Thank you very much to Chick-fil-A.
Right there is the Jack Brass Band, formed in 1999. They're the only New Orleans-style brass band in Minneapolis. Its members are ambassadors of the Crescent City's brass band tradition. And wow, what an awesome sound they have. It combines blues, rock, hip-hop, pop, funk, and reggae.
Love it. Very upbeat. Owen Michelson is campaigning for a seat in the Minnesota House of Representatives, representing District 50A, which covers most of Edina.
And behind Owen are Moms Demand Action, an organization dedicated to raising awareness of gun violence and supporting common sense gun laws.
Right after our moms group, we have the other Rotary Club in Edina, is the Rotary Club of Edina Morningside. And its mission is to provide service to others, promote integrity, and advance world understanding, goodwill, and peace through fellowship of business, professionalism, and community leadership. Morningside Club members are vibrant, civic-minded leaders who gather for fellowship, fun, career development, and the opportunity to serve locally, regionally, and internationally. And they meet at the Country Club at 7:30 a.m. on Tuesdays. New President Bukhar Keenan, his wife, and their 3 children are marching in the parade. And the Minnesota Equestrian Group is a women's precision drill team made up of members of all ages, and they perform at local parades and county fairs all throughout the summer. This is the drill team's 17th year appearing in the Edina Independence Day Parade. Wow. That's
yes.
awesome. And a lot goes into preparing for the parade, even months prior, from sensory training, practicing maneuvers, and bathing the horses and getting them all prepped and ready.
Could you imagine all that work? I don't know if you grew up with horses, but
I did not.
Yeah, I was surprised by just how much goes into the prep. But they do look very pretty.
They look amazing.
Yeah.
Love the bows on the tails.
And coming up behind the equestrian group is the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office, led by Sheriff Dewana Witt, who works to provide the best possible public safety service to everyone who lives, works in, or visits Hennepin County. Now, the Sheriff's Office has more than 800 employees who do this by patrolling townships, managing the county jail and district court security, keeping waterways safe, and working to respond to and prevent crime, as well as providing education on public safety topics. Sheriff Witt and 7 other staff members are in attendance today with 2 of their squad vehicles and, as you can see, a truck towing an airboat.
Love that airboat. And Dewana really is an amazing asset to our Twin Cities community.
Oh, 1000%. Have you had a chance to ride on that airboat yet?
I have not.
Okay.
How does one do that?
You know, I don't know how you get it one up here, but when I was down in New Orleans, I got to ride one through the bayou, and that was pretty cool.
Oh, very cool.
Love to take that thing on Lake Minnetonka.
That would be fun, wouldn't it? Here we have the Braemar City of Lakes Figure Skating Club. This is close to my heart. I grew up a figure skater. Founded in 1966 and calls Braemar Arena its home with over 143 active members. The goal of the skating club is to develop skating skills, foster a healthy environment for young athletes, and promote the love of figure skating. Supported by the U.S. Figure Skating Association, the skaters range in ages from 3 to 84. That's quite a range, all with the same love and enthusiasm of being on the ice and making lifelong friends.
Did you ever go and compete, Shelley?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple times. Very nerve-wracking. I have a lot of respect for those athletes.
Right behind them, River City Rhythm was founded to serve the Minneapolis-St. Paul metro area by Executive Director Bo Hansen in the fall of 2009. Now, initially, River City Rhythm functioned solely as an indoor drum line, competing locally in the Minnesota Percussion Association. But then, they went to the national level as part of Winter Guard International World Championships. Let's take a listen.
Definitely feel that beat right in my heart.
That's right.
Here we have the Edina Hockey Association. They provide programs aimed at creating a fun, fair, competitive, and safe hockey environment. Programs are meant to increase participation and provide the opportunity to improve skills while developing a respect for others, self-confidence, and teamwork in student athletes. The EHA has more than 1,200 boys and girls ages 4 to 18 registered for hockey. Rick Jacharm is driving the Zamboni in today's parade. I've always wanted to drive a Zamboni. And the walkers are all hockey players in the association. I think when people think of Edina, the first thing they think of is hockey.
I think so too.
To be perfectly honest.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you before if you ever competed at Braemar Ice Arena.
I did not, actually.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. The Minnesota Force has some of the best costume designers in Minnesota. Who do you recognize?
Oh man,
this looks
let's
like...
see. Well, Jedi's,
like
right?
Star Wars characters.
Is that Count Dooku? Oh.
I've always loved that theme song. Kind of brings me right back to my childhood.
Oh, yeah. All right, and right behind The Star Wars fanatics are the Edina Girl Scouts, who are blazing trails and redefining what's possible for girls everywhere. Girl Scouts have been empowering the next generation of leaders since 1912, and today the Girl Scouts lead a global movement dedicated to making a difference and, of course, selling cookies that I love.
Absolutely. Can anyone say no
Right.
to a little girl asking you to buy cookies?
Do you have a favorite?
I like the Thin Mints,
Thin Mints.
and I actually like to put them in the freezer
Oh.
and eat them cold. Yeah,
Those might be a
that's
good
my pro tip.
pro tip.
Pro tip for the day.
Those
Put the
might-
Thin Mints in the freezer.
I was gonna say, take those out today. It might be a good time to eat them.
It might be.
Hey.
Right now we have Julie Green, and she is also running for the Minnesota House of Representatives. I got some Edina Green t-shirts. Of course you have to have green t-shirts with the last name Green.
Right.
That makes perfect sense. That's a great lively group they've got.
Oh, yeah. So behind Julie is one of my favorite coffee shops in town, Ambrosia Coffee. Everyone at Ambrosia is passionate about brewing, serving, and creating quality beverages for customers. Now, it's hard to find Ambrosia if you don't know it, but it's awesome. It's right on Centennial Lakes at the bottom level of the 7373 France Avenue Medical Building.
Very cool.
And one of the cool things is they also offer ice cream. So on a warmer day than today, it might be nice to stop by.
You can just get an ice cream instead of a coffee. I love that.
Yeah.
Here we have the Osceola High School Marching Band, and they're thrilled to make a debut performance here at the Sears Parade. The band is a 45-member group from the town of Osceola, Wisconsin, which is just a short 1-hour drive to the northeast across the Wisconsin border. The band is also performing at the Apple Valley 4th of July Parade later today, as well as local area parades this summer. Director Art Ate and the OHS Band would love to see you attend their own community fair parade on Sunday, September 8th. Let's take a listen.
I'm always amazed at the level of skill and coordination it takes to
Absolutely.
walk and perform and do that.
I'm loving their t-shirts tour.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Gaga tour. I'm seeing Lady Gaga. I love it.
That's right. Right behind them are the Senate District 46 and 50 Democrats. Yeah, as you can tell, it is an election year.
I was just going to say the same thing, but also in that spirit of community are all of our political groups.
That's right.
Represented today. So
Yes. Yeah, like I said earlier, please get out there and vote this year.
really important.
Please do.
We have just a little lull here. There must be some. Oh, I see the Edina Basketball Association coming down the road, busy passing out candy. The EBA is a nonprofit organization that coordinates rec basketball programs for youth who live or attend school in Edina, and the association's mission is to create a fun, competitive, and safe basketball environment that's focused on providing skill development and fostering respect for others, self-confidence, leadership, and teamwork.
They hand out all that candy, and then they got to provide the basketball activities to burn it all off,
To burn
right?
all the calories, absolutely.
Right behind them is Good Samaritan United Methodist Church, a community-based church that has been specializing in keeping poor people homed, getting the unhoused into homes, and settling immigrants, refugees, and asylees.
Love that.
Yeah. I always forget they have that giant puppet until I
Yes.
look over.
Here is one of my personal favorite local businesses in Edina, Ellingson & Ellingson, a local firm of certified public accountants celebrating more than 45 years of service to the community. And Ellingson & Ellingson is another sponsor of today's parade festivities. Just a great family business, really rooted here in the local community and really wonderful people. Rotarians also.
Also, yeah,
Yes.
support local, support Rotary.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a group on stilts. Hijink Stilts is a Minneapolis-based performance troupe walking tall at art fairs, parades, and community events throughout the Midwest. You know, I've tried walking on stilts before, Shelley.
Have
Felt
you?
Flat on my face. Have you ever done it?
I haven't. I'm actually afraid of heights.
Oh, okay.
So you would probably really have to coax me to do that, or there'd have to be some padding, because there definitely would be a fall in my future.
That's right.
I'm at the age where I'm trying to prevent injury. Here we have Kelly Morrison's group coming up. Kelly is running for the U.S. House of Representatives as well. She also has a vibrant group of supporters with her today.
But they're not wearing green shirts.
They are not wearing green. I like the turquoise vibe.
Turquoise. Kelly
Yeah.
Turquoise.
Yep,
Just
one of
kidding,
my
Kelly.
favorite.
Kelly Morris.
Kelly Morrison.
You know, I wonder how much candy all these kids are actually going to get after today. I see some people, wow, look at that bag. That one is full up.
Well, I think, if the parents are good, they go through the candy and maybe take a few of their favorites.
That's right.
And then,
Yep.
put it away and give it out a little at a time.
Slowly, just like Halloween, right?
Right.
This is like first Halloween, and then we have real Halloween.
Absolutely.
Oh. All right, coming up behind Kelly Morrison is Chang Xiong in martial arts, a Taekwondo school right off of Cahill Road. And they are key-opping away. So if you've ever done Taekwondo, it's a wonderful, wonderful sport. It teaches respect, cooperation, partnership, self-discipline, and leadership. And I actually have a second-degree black belt in Taekwondo, so I grew up
really?
doing it. Yeah, and
I love that.
it does a lot for you.
A lot of focus and confidence building, I would imagine.
Absolutely. And then right behind them is Don Samuels, another candidate for Congress.
Yep.
And Don is very involved, has been very involved in the North Minneapolis part of town here.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Here we have Jerry's Foods. In 1947 at Grandview Market in Edina, Jerry Paulson was the neighborhood butcher and the kind of man who knew all of his customers by name and cut their steaks and chops to order. At Jerry's meat counter, there was no such thing as self-service. You got full service and you always got what you wanted and a little more. Today, Jerry's Foods is an integral part of the store's neighborhood, from specialty foods that reflect their locations to hiring practices. Jerry's Foods has remained committed to sustaining Jerry Paulson's dedication to personal service, his passion for food, and the importance of family work environment. Great organization.
And behind our neighbors to the east, the 2024 Ridgefield High School Marching Spartans are pleased to present their competitive show titled Liftoff. Let's keep listening.
The Edina Garden Council helps sow the seeds for a greener Edina. Didn't know Edina could get greener, but it can. The members plant for the city greenhouse, holding a yearly plant sale, and host a biennial garden tour that benefits the city of Edina parks. I think that is really cool.
I love that plant sale. We always go every year.
Same.
Wonderful variety of plants. And just in time to celebrate summer. Now behind them is Accredited Investors, one of our generous sponsors. You want your money to support your values, not define them. Accredited investors will help you design the life you imagine for yourself, your family, your future, and your dreams now and for generations to come. Spend your life wisely.
Here is our Lunds Byerly's group coming up next. With 28 locations throughout the Twin Cities, Lunds & Byerly's is family-owned and committed to providing every customer with a sensational grocery shopping experience. The company's extended family of employees has an unwavering focus on exceeding expectations through extraordinary food, exceptional service, and passionate expertise. Really lucky to have them in our community as well.
Oh yes, we walk over to the one off of, boy, was it 70, France and
in the 50th area?
Yeah, or South Hill area one. It's lovely. They've got a wonderful patio area up top where you can have a great view of the South Hill area. So
yeah, it's a great spot to just kind of hang out and watch life go by in France Avenue.
That's right. And I don't know if they still have a bar up there, but
they do.
They do.
Yes,
yeah,
they do.
I thought we had a few happy hours at one point up there.
Yes.
Oh, it's really nice. Let's see.
Job's Daughter's mission is to create confident young women, respecting tradition and shaping the future. Their members learn skills that increase their confidence and prepare them to lead, and they teach girls to use their voice. Minnesota Job's Daughters is part of an international organization created for girls between the ages of 10 and 20, with a Joby to Be program for girls 8 and 9, and they, again, are teaching girls leadership, confidence, and public speaking skills.
And right behind them, the Cracker Jacks delight our parade spectators every year. Talented drummers who obviously have a lot of fun, sometimes switching places with spectators. Let's take a listen.
And here we have our Senate District 50 Republican group walking in the parade. Love that hat.
Yeah. I should get a hat so it matches my tie.
I think you should. It would be a good look.
You know, I don't know if I can pull off the cowboy hat look, Shelly. It's just not in the
I think you
cards.
should believe in yourself, Dietrich.
I appreciate
You can do it.
Thank you. And then coming up behind the Senate District 50 Republicans is Dalia El-Akidi, who is running for Minnesota 5th Congressional District in the U.S. Congress.
Someone's got a lot of candy there.
Holy moly, look at that.
You know, when I was in the parade last year, we actually ran out of candy halfway through. So I told the Rotary Club, I'm like, you need to get twice as much candy this year. Right here we have our Senate District 46 Republican group. Everyone's definitely repping their red, white, and blue today. I love that.
Exactly. Yeah, no matter your political affiliation, we're all Americans.
Yes, we are. I think it's important to, you know, to remember that, come together, celebrate our country.
Especially on today, the 4th of July, right? That's what
Absolutely.
it's all about.
It is. looks like we have the Lakeville North Marching Band coming up here. They sound amazing. This band is known for their traditional high-step march and shoulder swing style and has appeared in parades all around the country, including the Tournament of Roses parade. So I think we should take a moment and listen to these talented young people. Love the dancing.
I was going to say, how long do you think you could keep up that motion side to side? Oh, man.
Before getting dizzy?
Before getting dizzy.
Nothing like a marching band to raise everyone's spirits, and I love the way music brings people together.
1000%. I also like to try to figure out, do I know that song they're playing, or is it something I've never heard before?
Right.
Yeah. Behind them, the Edina Soccer Association, a longtime organization here in town, is celebrating a milestone 50th year, providing soccer programs and leagues in our community for pre-K through 12th grade youth, plus a competitive adult league. They were actually featured in the June edition of Edina magazine and are a nonprofit organization affiliated with the city of Edina. The ESA has more than 5,000 athletes and 400 parent and volunteer coaches participating this year in 2024, making ESA the largest youth soccer sports program in the state of Minnesota and one of the largest in the entire country.
I love that. And soccer is really a growing sport in the United States, and I think it's important to mention that globally, this is really the most followed sport in the world.
Absolutely. Yeah, and in other places they don't call it soccer,
yes.
so I'm wondering, are we going to change it to football and then change ours? Well, this is ESA's 11th year participating in the 4th of July parade, and thank you to board member Glenn Gray for directing this group each year.
I think soccer is a great first activity for kids to participate in when they're young.
Lots of motor control and all those sorts of things. Very important.
So we have the Minnesota Morris Dancers here. This is a men's English folk dance team dancing a style of Morris originating in the Cotswold Hills of central England. Hence, the style is known as Cotswold Morris. The dances are performed by 1 to 8 team members, dancing to music provided by violin, melodeon, pipe, and tabor, and even the voices of the dancers themselves, as you can hear. Wow, this is really unique.
Very much so. And behind them, we have Edina resident Dave Irie driving one of his vintage vehicles. His vehicle's been part of our parade for many, many years, and right there is a 1929 Chevrolet truck. Talk about maintaining a vehicle for a long period of time.
No
1929.
kidding.
Oh.
Some TLC required there.
A little bit. I just wonder where Dave stores all those vehicles.
Right? And look at those beautiful horses. Coming up, we have the first John Philip Sousa Memorial Band. And this is an Edina tradition, playing together since 1970. The band's Dixie Combo is being carried by Premier Machine Farm and Carriage, driven by Tim and Jess Vernick of Princeton, Minnesota. And the band will play tonight at Roslyn Park just before the fireworks, and that music should start around 8:30, and I look forward to that later.
Me too.
Look at those guys.
So much fun. He's having a good time. Look
Right?
at that kid bust a move.
Getting his move on.
right. And coming down the road, driven by Bobby and Steve's Auto World, the Anso Daiko Japanese drummers representing Taiko Arts Midwest, and they've appeared in every Edina parade.
That's amazing.
Right? Anso Daiko Japanese drummers offer loud, energetic performances combining music, dance culture, and pure athleticism. The group regularly premieres new work, adding unique voice to the expanding canon and innovation of North American Taiko. Through their performance, studio classes, and school residencies, Anso Daiko has taught thousands of students of all ages and abilities. Let's have a listen. I love taiko drumming, Shelly. You know, I've been to Japan almost 14 times now in my life.
Have you really?
Yeah, and there's a very special city in northern Japan that we go to during the fall festival, and they perform taiko, but it's just as grand, just as beautiful. Lots of pageantry. So much fun.
Japan is definitely on my list.
Oh, please go. It's wonderful. You know, they've got these hot springs that are natural. It's a volcanic island, of course,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
it still feels great. It's just nice to sit back, listen to beautiful music, and just look out into the sun. Enjoy nature.
And I feel like the food experience would probably be second to none.
1,000%.
So we have Jaron Zeck and John Green with the Edina Police Department again to close out the parade. But before we sign off, I'd like to thank the team who put today's parade together. Chair Mary Brindle, who also coordinated entertainment and the lineup. Tina Borer, website and social media for the Edina Community Foundation. Allison Briggs, sponsor recruitment. Amanda Clark of the City of Edina. She is the liaison with logistics. John Curry, veterans. Tom Gump, Parade Day Unit Starter, and Jay Lindgren and Mark Shockey for the Veterans Dinner. And we also want to say thanks again to Explore Edina for sponsoring the broadcast. From golfing and paddle boats to hockey games and skating, from art fairs and biking trails to farmers markets and fall fashion, every season brings something new to explore in Edina. On behalf of the Edina Community Foundation and the City of Edina, thank you for tuning in today.
I'm Dietrich Nissen.
And I'm Shelley Loberg. Have a safe and happy 4th of July, everyone.